sometimes hear her crying through her radio. Why are you smiling while saying that? But that's just a broadcast. Welcome back to Cooking Companions. We're continuing where we left off with me talking sexually into the microphone while our presumed tiny, small waifu, whose name I now forgot because it's been 2 days since I last played this, is out swimming. I'm going to throw out a theory out there too. I'm going to imagine the water is maybe evil. I'm just throwing that out there. There's something about the water that I don't trust. I think maybe they've been drinking it though, because I mean it is rainfall. But I don't know, just what's with the water? Like they try to swim in the water, something in the water gets them? Or is it the water itself? I don't know. Also, if you're enjoying the series or like this channel, please be sure to leave a comment to help with the algorithm, because that's how their algorithm works. It loves attention, comments, and what was it? I was thinking the word. What was it? Not attention. Viewer retention, that's right. Yes, viewer retention. So be sure to not only hit that like button, but also leave a nice comment. That'd be deeply appreciated. But otherwise, we'll get back to me fixing my position in this chair and then reading aloud. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Haha. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. Yeah, but you don't need to go killing. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Place your bets, though. What do you think is going to happen? What's going to happen? Who's going to die next? Let me know in the comments below who you think. Ahead of time, of course. You got to say it while you're watching the video at this point. Who do you think is going to die next? I'm going to go with maybe Karen. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? I don't have a choice. Oh, wait, you took out a cutlet of meat. Where'd this meat come from? We've been eating moldy bread and you're saying we got this hunk of meat. Where'd we get this meat from? Where'd we get this meat from? You cooked meat. They just call it meat and it's in tiny font. I am very distrusting of this meat. Where did we get this meat? Where did you get... Yeah, that was my question. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. Where's Gregor? What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Oh, okay, see, he's fine. Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? Oh, the achievement's called a downward spiral. I'm not... Did I take a part of myself? Or am I just like the meat man? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Am I making them, like, dependent on me? Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. What? Is it like they somehow know it's human flesh or something? What? Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. It's like they know it's like sacrilege or something? You can hear him crying. Was it a squirrel? Maybe it was a squirrel. Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Maybe it was the squirrel. But which is why Anatoly reacted as harshly. Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Let's go with Gregor. We talked to Anatoly once, and maybe Anatoly needs some sympathy if it is his squirrel buddy who just mysteriously vanished, is no longer his shoulder, and no one asked about it, but let's go with Gregor. Yeah. No, he seems... This... Hank, what the fuck? No, 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 no. I'm zooming in. I'm zooming the fuck in. Now, you guys seeing what I'm seeing now. My face would normally be blocking. Oh, I fucking see that. Under the floorboards with this cheerful fucking music, with a spilled right above where the or below where the spilled ink is. Okay. But he seems happy. This cheerful music. He ate meat. He's happy now. Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's... Oh yeah, Mariah. That's her name. Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. Gregor is more dense than you gave him credit for. Why? Why would you say that? And I'm confused. He likes meat, but he cooked the vegetable stew. Maybe because we didn't have meat on us, but I don't know about denseness. I mean, I don't know if it was really kind. Why bring up denseness, man? If there's extras, slip me some extra meat. Okay. They're getting all weird on me, bro. Gregor will remember that. The face is gone. Yeah, the face is no longer on the bottom right. It's gone. It was only there temporarily. Going to see how Anatoly's doing. Later. Make sure not to give him too much of your meat. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Inside the birdcage, inside the nightstand, underneath the floorboard. It seems like a giant mistake. Time to save. You notice a bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. Oh, we get extra choices. Underneath the floorboard. The floorboard looks a little loose. You could probably try to pull it up to see underneath it. You're far too weak to pull up that floorboard. This floorboard should really be repaired. You wonder if you could repair it yourself. You definitely can't repair this. Nobody is around for miles. You're saying Gregor is too weak? You look a little closer at the hole. A small sock. What? Somebody's foot out there is probably cold. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. This small sock is worthless. Why did you even pick it up? I mean, as long as I still have it. Onion! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion! Boy! Was just playing with some of the toys in this drawer. Onion. You're far too old to be playing with any of them. You're never too old for toys. Anyway, need to attend a secret trumpet meeting. Smell you later. Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? Note taken. 1862, another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. Better not be in the basement. This cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. You take the bloody newspaper with me. Hey, what do you mean taking notes 1 out of 5? I wasn't done. I want to go backwards. Hang on. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Yes. Okay. Nightboard. It's just, can I spam this? Yeah. Under the floorboard. inside the birdcage. There's nothing in the birdcage. It's completely empty. The bottom of the birdcage is completely spotless. Did a bird ever go in here? No bird droppings or anything. You can tell from the outside of the cage is completely empty, right? You observe that the cage is quite large. Maybe this isn't meant for birds. You look a little closer. You can make out an E, but the letter to the left is scratched out. This clue seems worthless. Wait, wasn't there a previous letter? I feel like I should be writing this down. But not on this paper. I have too many papers. I have like a lot of papers where I write down stuff, man. Tell me in the comments below if you guys remember me ever... Also, wait. If there was a letter in the past 2 episodes, I swear to God there was. We're gonna have to write down all the letters that we find. I just honestly can't remember if there was a letter. I swear there was. I'm gonna write down E, though. If there was a previous letter mentioned in the past 2 episodes, let me know and I'll be sure to add that to my list. E is at least the one we just found now, so it's a good thing we did this. You make it an E, but the letter to the left is scratched out. So it's trying to say that there was a... This is like a second or a third, but there has to be something to the left. It could just say he. The first letter could be just he. I mean, H, to create he, but don't know. Under the beds. You look under both beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. Come on, I could have searched everything, but just because I do the nightstand, it skips everything, but we don't know what's under the beds. You decide to inspect one of the hairs. It's long and red. Has to be Karen's hair. You inspect another piece of hair. It appears to be black. Anatoly. You find a small box. That must have been your imagination. There's nothing but hair and dust. Better luck next. That... Am I sure it says better luck next time. What if I keep doing it and then it actually becomes real? Alright, I give up. Alright, but we got... There we go. Now we're back where we should be. I'll save this over here. There we go. Now we got... E. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone their perseverance. Wait, I see her fucking face under the sink cupboards now. Mariah's... I swear that's Mariah's face too. Why the fuck is she following me everywhere? Eating will just make... will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Is he making them dependent? Was that guess accurate? We've laid it long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments. Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. Our character seems to have changed a lot, from blaming to now manipulation. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. As the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Is he an ally? Or he's like, hey, I could use a new eye. Okay, let me make you a new eye. Or did you just do that to cripple and destroy one of my eyes, but not replace it with something cool? Did he actually forge me a new eye, or did he just destroy one of my eyes? I don't know, man. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out of the window. Do you notice anything? Is it rain? Or is it a corpse? I don't know. It sounds like Russian. The flood waters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. So the flood's going down? Good morning, big guy. Indoors person. Wait, hang on. Let me double check. Indoors person. You looked out the window. Is an achievement. There's 40 achievements too, by the way. You looked out the window is an achievement. I don't know why, but we looked out the window. Will Mariah make it back? I'm doubtful. This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 AM I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling scent noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. I think she's just in a denial. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? What? What? Is that like a troll face or something? Why did he make that face? Is that on purpose? Are people's faces just mutating? I'm confused. Let's just think it was a joke. Because I don't know why this guy's fine. So why did his face transform like that? I sometimes hear her crying through her radio. Why are you smiling while saying that? But that's just a broadcast. Okay, now that everyone's... I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. What the fuck? One step closer to Mariah. Okay, so it is true. The vegetables... I am doing something. What the fuck? Why am I to blame? What's going on? It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly. Are they seeing their own faces? Why am I the only one? I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Any recipe? Was it just meat? Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Okay, well, let's save it just in case then. Also, wait, I'm on page 2? I don't remember filling up page 2 already. Okay. Page 3. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly, Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Grigor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Humph. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Onion! It's just Onion. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? I did know that. It's pretty traditional. You should always leave things like a half-cut apple in the fridge to absorb the smelly smells and the bacteria. Onion also, because it's, you know, it's an onion. Onions are weird. It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. Onion. That was a lie. What do you mean? People... You mean it was fake? I mean, it definitely is true about the smell. I swear it was real. I mean, about the apple. But not viruses. Apple doesn't do viruses. I know it does smell. I swear it does smell. I swear apples and smells works. But in terms of onions and viruses, if they're saying it's a myth, I mean... How embarrassing. I mean, you have to also remember, too, in my education, even as a millennial, and millennials suck, I don't want to get on a rant about that, we were told so many things that scientifically have already been debunked or proven wrong, whether it's like how the solar system works, or Pluto not being a planet, or the fucking food pyramid. You're supposed to drink 20 glasses of water and 10 glasses of milk and eat 20 pounds of bread and eat 8 apples and get 5 pounds of meat every day. It's just like the food pyramid when I grew up made no fucking sense. It was just pure propaganda. It probably still is. There's a lot of things we grew up believing or just were passed down that you'd think would be so superstitious or so nonsensical, but it was truly things we were taught as fact that just became debunked, and you're like, oh, okay, apparently it was fake. Apparently we just believed a bunch of bullshit that just got passed down, even during the 90s. Shit like that just still happens, no doubt. It'll just be a generational difference of what bullshit you were taught in schools will be completely debunked in 10 to 20 years from now, and that's just how science is. It debunks bullshit and blah blah blah. But anyways, how embarrassing. Who would believe that? Haha. There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Ha ha ha. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell... Don't be a crybaby. Could smell you before I even came into the room. What's the achievement called? You spoke with Onion. Max, your relationship with Caramel is also another one. Ah, you can see my Steam thing, so it's a good thing. You guys can just read what I'm reading. Onion! Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It'll be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Onion. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Onion. Scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Onion, onion. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave, even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Onion. Later. I guess I'll save before I make a decision, unless I'm forced to make one single decision. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. God damn, it's still going. Oh my. We might have to make it a... I'm going to make Anatoly go. I want things to get spookier. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. How long are the dogs going to be in there? Are they just going to live off the chickens? Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Is it going to be a moral story where you should have just befriended the fox and asked the fox for help with food? Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You awake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly... Wait, bad ideas. She's got a plan, Anatoly. With a suspicious smile. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. That's a big red flag. We don't want to rush you. But one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer, and she's drooling too. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Oh. If only I had the option of taking that. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. She's turning into a yandere. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Wait, chat with Anatoly. Near the basement. This is a very important time, in my opinion. If I chat with Anatoly, I could probably persuade him not to go, but I'm not caring about that right now, so... I'm curious on what Karen would say. Maybe we can have some snoo-snoo with the yandere, so we can tempt her to not stab us, but... Talk with the Chompets is what I want to do as a continuation of, you know, going to the kitchen and talking to them as much as I can to get recipes. So I'll go talk with Karen out of curiosity, but I will ultimately go with the Chompets. I want to see if she, you know, it's... No weird fate. Hi. I don't trust this ambience, but okay. Keep this between us. I'm not giving Anatoly a choice today. He's going outside. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Good. Thank you for understanding. Karen cracked a smile. It looked like Karen will remember that. There's a bone sticking out again. I'm gonna assume not. Now get everyone together for a meeting and let's get them to leave. You call everyone together to... No, let's go back then. What if I say he's an adult? Excuse me? You remember Karen has the knife hidden on her. He doesn't get a choice in this anymore. Neither do you. You can tell she means business. Is that clear? Well then. Wait. Anyways. Bzzz. Yeah, let's talk to the Chompets. None of the fun Chompets are around. What do you mean, fun Chompets? Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. Potato, give me your wisdom. and nothing can we call our own but death, in that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. Behind? I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it is from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page just with my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah, I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices, even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for those four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling, are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed, you have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose, but there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers, multiple, have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provides 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics, but how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell like something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. Potatoes recipe. Potato gives pause. You found a recipe which should never be attempted. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes, I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Humph. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen. Yes? It's fuck you, Karen, then goes out the door. Gregor looks at you unexpectedly. Expectantly? Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Oof. Like I'd have a choice at this, right? Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Well, we got two people wandering the halls, supposedly, from what they've been saying. Also, why is there a note nailed on the wall? Has that always been there? See you soon, little guy. Humph. I guess all we can do is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes quickly, falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor. It's just bread. Alright, we're gonna save it here. Funny time to save, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed and look forward to the next episode, I guess. Ho ho. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber. Hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.